Hello, again welcome students to our next session of lectures. And as usual, we are continuing our lectures on shell programming, Unix or Linux shell programming. So, as of now, you know that we have discussed lot of features among the shell programming, some introductory or early features like how shell script work, what is echo, or uh, what is read, how can we display all the things in the output screen, and how can you control the displaying, how can you control the display in the way, how can you want to display it in the output screen. So now let us move on to the some further programming portions on the shell programming. So let us begin the next portion of the shell programming, that is control instruction in the shell. So we will discuss about the control instructions in shell, and you know that as the name suggests, the control instructions enable us to specify the order in which the various instructions in a program are to be executed by the computer. So actually, the you can say, in other words, you can say that the control instructions actually determine the flow of control in a program. And that means there are a lot of control instructions are there, and this is the way how it is the way of controlling the flow of our instruction in the program. So next look at how many types of control instructions are there. So first type of control instruction, that is sequence control instruction. That is sequence control instruction. That means it ensures that the instruction are executed in the same order in which they appear in the program. So instructions appearing in the program, in which way, in the same order it will be executed also, that is sequentially. That's why this type of control instruction are known as sequence control instruction. Next type of control instruction, that is selection or decision control instruction. This selection or decision control instruction, these actually uh, have these actually able make you able to choose the flow or sequence of the instructions. That means actually it enable you to change the sequence of the instructions, otherwise the sequence will be executed sequentially. So what is the difference between sequence instruction or selection or decision control instruction? Actually the decision control instruction and again the case control instruction also, these two type of control instruction actually enable you to choose a sequence of instruction depending on some condition. If some condition is satisfied, then some particular instruction will be executed, otherwise it will not executed, or some other instruction will be executed. So actually it control the flow of instructions, flow of execution of the instructions depending upon some condition. And another control instruction is there, that is repetition or loop control instruction. It is actually for doing the repetitive task. That means some instruction, if you have to follow repetitively more than one times or many times, so how many times that you can control with this loop control instruction. That means it will enable you to execute instruction or series of instruction repetitively, and also you can control the number of repetition you want depend upon some condition. Now let us move to the next slide again here. So here again we have to discuss, let us discuss about in detail some decision control instruction. So is decision control instruction, how many types of decision control instruction are there? So here you can see we have four type of decision control instruction here mainly. That is if then phi statement. This is one type of decision control instruction. Next, if then else phi statement. This is another type of control instruction. The third one is further if then elif else phi statement, and the last one is the case is sac statement. Case is sac statement, that is case, then just writing the case in the reverse order is sac, ESSC is sac, case is sac statement. So generally these four types of control instruction are there. Now let us move to the next slide. So here you can see that if then phi statement. So here suppose we have written to demonstrate it, if then phi statement. So another shell script SS13 SS13. So for example let us consider the shell script SS13. Now what I have written first, enter source and target file names. Enter source and target file names. So here first you have to put some source and target file name as the input, and then with the read function, already we have discussed earlier that the read function, this read function is taking the input first the source then target, so it will take the input sequentially. Then there is a conditional statement if CP. CP means you know that it is for copy. So if CP then source $target, that means here source file will be copied into the target file. That's why here it is written dollar. That means actually here source and target two are two variables taking the source file name and the target file name. So here the source and target, these two are taking, these two are working as a variable, and source variable is actually storing or containing the source file name that is supplied at the time of input, and the target variable actually containing the target file name that is supplied at the time of input. Now here the condition is, if copy source target, that means source file name, source file, that is actually source file copied to target file, if then, so it is a conditional, if then, so then echo file copied successfully. That means here this is a condition that if the source file supplied are copied successfully into the target file, then only this message will be displayed that file copied successfully through this echo command, file copied successfully. But if it is not successfully copied, then this statement will not be displayed. And here you can see that if has started here, and if block here, if block is closed actually by phi, means just written opposite to if then phi, if then phi. This is the structure actually of this if then phi statement. So this is one of the control instruction used in shell programming, if then phi. If then it will be concluded with the just writing if in the reverse order, that is phi. So thank you student for this session. Okay, we will move to the next session. We will continue the shell programming, that later topics. Okay.